Morning, everybody. This is Jeff with Missouri Survival Network. Got a little downtime today, raining, crappy weather. So today what we're going to do is go through a little process of making charcloth. Makes it a lot easier for you to get a fire started, get you an ember. Minor spark sets it off, man. So bear with me. What we'll do is we'll go through the process and show you exactly kind of how it works. Okay, so what we got here is basically just a old pair of blue jeans. I've tried all kinds of different things, and one thing I found that works best is old denim. Denim works really good. So you cut them down into little triangles, and just a standard Altoids can. You know, there's been a lot of talk about, oh, you're supposed to poke a hole in there to let the air escape. Well, if you look back here where these hinges are, those have little holes in them. So the air escapes just fine out of there. You don't really have to do that. If you come up with something else, a different tin, say a round tin cookie jar or whatever, you might have to poke a hole in there to let the gases escape. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through the process of how you make this charcloth for your campsite. Get an old standard burner. You can have one of the little camp stove burners, whatever you want to do. You know, this one here, I had to put a screen on it because it was too big to hold the can. So you take about 4, 5, 6 of these pieces of denim that you cut off, and you put them in the Altoids tin. Close it up. You stick it on the fire. And what you're going to do is just going to leave that on the fire, and you'll see it smoke, and it'll probably shoot flames out of those little vents back here where the hinges are. You're going to wait until the smoke stops. You'll see the flame that's coming out of there. It'll die down, and it'll finally go out, and there won't be any more smoke coming out. When that happens, you're pretty much ready to take it off, but you don't want to take it off until then because you want it to get done. Once that's all done, you want to take your tin off and let it cool off. Let it cool completely, because if you open this thing up too soon, it's just going to burst into flames. So you definitely want to let that cool off. So I'm going to pause you. I'll come back and I'll show you a little bit about what else happens. Of course, you're going to get all this charring on the new can and everything. Once paint's all burned off, just look like an old burnt tin can. But it'll still be usable. So stay tuned. I'll come back to you in just a minute. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes. The can is thoroughly toasted. We turn the flame off. We're going to wait a few minutes, let this cool off, and we'll open it up and show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, all right, so it's been a few minutes, probably about 20 minutes. Our Altoid can is cooled off here. All right, so this is what you start out with, just a piece of old denim right here. All right, what you end up with is charred up denim, just like this here. So yeah, all of this denim here, it's not real brittle. It still feels like denim. Back up here so you can see everything here. So, but yeah, I mean, it definitely leave your hands black, but it's not real flimsy. It's not like charcoal. So let me show you a little bit about how you light this stuff. It tears fairly easy. Take you a nice chunk of that. Let me try to find a place to put this phone here so you can see this. See if I can get you in my apologize, guys. I'm not a professional video taker here. All right, let me spin you around here. All right. So here we go. Let me prop you guys up here. All right. So this is what you got is your charcloth. Okay. Let's see here. If you've got a lighter, of course, what you get with the charcloth is you get a little ember here. It's not a flame, just a little ember. You guys see that? That there, you put it in your bird's nest, and you work it up, and you end up with a nice flame. So, real easy to do. All right, say you're out somewhere and you don't have a lighter. Okay, a lot of people, oh, I got my big lighter. But what if it runs out? All right, it's going to run out. You can't just pop down to the store and pick up another lighter, if you're in a survival situation. So, all right. I don't know if you can see this real good. Little piece of rock right here. See how smooth that is? How sharp those edges are? It's like a flint rock. I don't know what they call these things, but that's kind of what you want to look for. I made an old striker out of an old file. You can use a knife, but this is gives you a way more better spark. So I'm going to show you what you do here. You take this charcloth and you set it right on the top there. You want to get that frayed edge of that charcloth right on the edge of that rock here. All right, and you just take your striker. Let me move all this out of the charcloth so I don't ignite all of it. All right, take your striker, and what you want to do is you want to try to throw a spark right up on top of that charcloth there. You may have to move it around a little bit. All right, so what we got is get one that throws up on there. Not hard at all, guys. So I highly recommend that you guys practice this stuff. So it gives you options when you're out there. You get a fire going, you got one of these old tins. Take an old blue jean, man, cut it up. Throw it in one of these cans, throw it on the fire. 20, 25, 30 minutes. Let it all char up like this here. And then take it out, throw you another stack in there, do it again. Keep this in your bag, your bug out bag. You may not need it right away. So, you might have your Bic lighter. You might have your, excuse me, your ferro rod. All right, you got your ferro rod striker. So, eventually this is going to wear out, and you're not going to have it. So, if you're in a long-term survival situation, make you some charcloth up. While you still have a lighter, and you can make your fire, make some of this up. Have it on standby. Lots of ways you can make fire. We try to really kind of beat that into your head that, 2 is 1, 1 is none. If you got one way of making fire, eventually you're not going to have any because it's going to run out. Somewhere down the line, it's going to wear out. It's going to wear out, run out, lost, stolen, broken, whatever. You got to have other ways of doing it. So as long as you got a knife, a rock, you can pick these up anywhere. make you one of these. Keep it in your bag. Keep it on your persons, man. Make a keychain out of it. Whatever you got to do, just drill your little hole in there and, you just kind of curve off these edges so they ain't sharp. Stick it on your keychain, man. Slip it in your pocket and hold your keys with it. You got it. So, check it out. Try it. Practice it. We'll go over this on our survival meetings. One of our survival meetings. We do have one coming up on the 7th, I believe. We're going to be at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Same place out at the Pinnacle. So, hope to see everybody there. You know, knowledge is the one thing. It doesn't take any energy to carry around with you. The more you know, the less you have to have. So that's what we really kind of try to get you guys to understand that and get you practiced up, learned on all this stuff. So if anything happens, you got it right here. And you don't need all that stuff that you carry around. You don't need all your 80-pound rucksack, You got to, options. And that's what you need is options, okay? So, enjoy it. I can't wait to see you guys. And we'll try to keep these videos coming. So, I'll practice them up to the weather starts getting better. Rainy day today, so figured, hey, let's make some charcloth. Love you guys. We'll see you.